Paris Saint-Germain welcomed Lille to the Parc des Princes on Sunday, having gone 6 league games without conceding a goal. That run looked to be over when Ronnie Rodelin headed home, but he was ruled out for offside. Controversially, Nolan Roux didn't actually get a touch. At the other end, Zlatan Ibrahimovic was his troublesome self. He came close here, but he could only find the post. Lille did open the scoring, but at the wrong end. Ezekiel Lavezzi bombed down the right-hand side. Steve Alana could only parry as far as Aurélien Tcheju, and the defender powerless to watch the ball go in for 1-0. At the other end, Lille poured it on, trying to snatch a share of the spoils, but Tulo de Melo was denied by the post just as Ibrahimovic was earlier in the game. It ended 1-0. You cannot always play fantastic football, but you have to be solid in order to win. In our last 2 games we didn't play well, but we won both against strong teams. That's important for the championship, and my team now have won 9 games out of the last 10. So I want to say congratulations to my team. Bordeaux leapfrogged Nice to 5th in the table with a 1-0 win at the Stade de Reims. Henri Saivet proving his life after Newcastle bound Johan Gouffran with a 58th minute winner. Catastrophic defending from Bastia allowed Brandao to open the scoring for Saint-Etienne early on in their clash. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang hadn't scored in 12 games, but he then grabbed a second on 53 minutes. And late on, substitute Joshua Guilavogui came off the bench and minutes later curled in this wonderful goal. 3-0 the final score to Saint-Etienne. In the Rennes-Marseille game, André Ayew and Kevin Théophile-Catherine had already exchanged goals when André's younger brother Jordan popped up with what looked to be like the winner with 8 minutes to go. But with just 2 minutes left, Roman Alessandrini was on hand to snatch a share of the spoils. 2-2 the final score. Rennes manager Frédéric Antonetti frustrated post-match. He said, "In the first half we were too shy. I told my players to attack more. The difference between us and them is that we have more talent, even if we're younger. But Marseille are strong and they had the experience. They're wily. They can manage situations better than us. But that's normal." It took Gueïda FOFANA just 8 minutes to open his Ligue 1 account for Lyon. The opening goal against Valenciennes. Bafetimbi GOMIS then grabbed his 12th goal of the campaign as Lyon won out 2-0 victors. Nancy picked up just their 2nd win of the season against Lorient. Their first came on the opening day. Paul ALO'O in the Nancy starting 11 in Ligue 1 for the first time since December 2010, showing no signs of rust. Jeremy Aliadier got Lorient back into things. That his 8th goal of the season after ghosting through alone. But an unusual figure would snatch the win for Nancy. Sébastien Pougrenier getting the final touch after this goal-mouth scramble. 2-1 the score, Nancy to within 6 points of safety. Montpellier got revenge for their Coupe de France exit at the hands of Sochaux in midweek as they beat Les Lyonnais 2-0 at the Stade de la Mosson. Emmanuel Herrera opened the scoring early on. Well, that was Herrera up to 5 goals for the season. Anything that Argentine can do, Utaka can do too. He grabbed his 5th goal of the season. 2-0 the final score for Montpellier. Coach René Girard happy enough with the defending champions. We're going to get back some of my boys for the next games, like Stambouli, Marvaux and Sahi, so that's good. It gives us a little boost. Now we're just going to relax and not question too much. I'll ask the question now: either we finish 9th playing timidly, or we go in search of 4th or higher by being brave, and I want the second option. Evian and Ajaccio both hadn't won in 4, but they ended up sharing the spoils. Kenya's Dennis Oliech opened the scoring on 36 minutes with a simple tap-in. Saint-Germain with his first goal for Ajaccio since signing on loan. At the other end, Guillermo Ochoa was in imperious form, but he was finally beaten when Denmark's Daniel Vass grabbed a leveller for Evian on 53 minutes. 1-1 the final score. Reims hadn't won since match day 8 when they welcomed Toulouse, and he got off to a terrible start as well. Etienne Capu with the opening goal. He had a stunning game in the absence of Musa Sissoko, but with 15 minutes to go, Polish defence midfielder Grzegorz Krychowiak thumped home and it ended 1-1. With just a minute to go until half-time, Fabien Camus gave Troyes a stunning lead against Brest. The midfielder on loan from Genk will have meant that one. And then a second goal, almost as good, Stefan Darbion, the man on target. But Edinburgh Bassat snatched a goal back. The Brest man with his 9th of the campaign, the 4th top scorer in the division, but he couldn't stop his team sliding to a 2-1 defeat. We're enjoying this moment without worrying too much about relegation. Despite the gap between us and the rest, we have to enjoy this group. They have a good team spirit and they can improve a lot. It's a pleasure to manage a team with such solidarity and courage, and it's a pleasure. I would like the supporters to get behind us now. I want them to enjoy the fact that we have a Ligue 1 team in Troyes. So 23 goals in the 10 games on match day 22. We have seen more, but it's the goals that weren't in the PSG game that will be the talking point. Ronnie Rodeland's goal ruled out wrongly for offside. Ibrahimovic denied the 20th of the campaign. But the capital club do lead on goal difference. There's +7 better than Lyon, the nearest challengers, with Marseille just 3 points behind. Marseille slipping up with that 2-0 draw to Rennes. At the other end of the table, it's looking troublesome for Nancy and Troyes. Troyes 4 points adrift of Reims, with Evian floating just above the relegation zone. So a look at match day 23. PSG travelled to Toulouse looking to extend an unbeaten run that now stretches back to the start of December. They can go further ahead on the Friday, but 2 days later Lyon will have the chance to draw level at Ajaccio.